want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to The Reason They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lolo.
I'm Bitch Shot Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Woo! We haven't necessarily figured out a way to incorporate or create a segment about what the fuck we're up to and like what we're watching, really. But I like talking about it. So, what are you watching?
So recently, so is this movie on Netflix? And I can't even think of the fucking name of it, but I just watched it the other night, and it's about this lady who was a corrections officer, and she got into a relationship with the inmate.
Oh, brother.
And escaped.
Is this a doc or it's like...
It's a documentary, I guess. Yeah, like it came out on Netflix.
Oh, like these is real people?
Yeah, this actually happened.
Damn.
Oh, man, I wish I could get the name.
Is it the white lady? No. I'm thinking about the one where the man was talking through the keyboard or whatever. I didn't watch it, but I did. Correctional officer Netflix. So what happens?
Yeah. So basically, this man had, I think he had life, and this lady, she was working at this prison for like 17 years, I think. They got into a relationship and they planned an escape.
Jailbreak, Love on the Run?
Yes.
Okay.
That's it. And so they escaped. But you gotta watch it to see, if they lived happily ever after, or if they got caught. It's pretty good though, and I remember it was actually like a big thing on the news. Do you remember?
I don't, but speaking of, and this is not what I'm watching right now, but speaking of things that were on the news that ended up in a Netflix doc, have you watched The Hatchet-Wielding Hitchhiker?
No, what's that?
It's about, remember that guy who he was like a hitchhiker, he was like a hippie, and he was on the news because some guy was like bugged out and he hit him with a hatchet because he was like hurting a lady. His name was Kai. And they were like, what just happened? He's like, I just want to start with, no matter what you've done, you're worthy of respect. Anyways, I was out surfing at Dogtown, and then he like tells the story of how he gets up to this man trying to assault. Well, he hit somebody with his truck, and then a lady comes over to help. He tries to hurt that lady, and the hitchhiker hits her with a hatchet. Long story short, he was like viral. He was on Fallon. People loved him. The nigga was crazy, child.
This is real?
Yes.
Yeah, you say he was on Fallon. Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything about that.
I remember I was in college, and I was like, oh, my God, that's such a nice way to start a news. Long story short, that was pretty interesting. That was a good doc. Usually I get my docs from Hulu, though. I feel like they're really serious about it. Like, even when Firefest, like, Netflix took this guy's, like, sucking dick for water type of angle. And Hulu was like, here's why this is dangerous and wrong.
Well, yeah, Hulu has, like, a whole set. I mean, I think Netflix does, too. But, like, yeah, Hulu is very serious about their shit.
Netflix is just... But what I'm watching is on Hulu, and it's Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, yeah, that's a series, right?
I cannot get enough of it, and it's to the point where, like, I watched it to where I'm current, and I hate that shit.
Now you gotta wait.
Yes, they come out every Tuesday. Why are people going back to that?
No, for real, because, yes, that's shit killing me.
What happened to just putting it all and we watch it in 2 days and we discuss? Like, why is there something, like, is this monetarily motivated? Why are we going back to the every week?
I don't understand why it would be monetarily motivated, because it's the same, the views will be the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same people will still be watching it. So, I don't get it. And you would think doing it that way will kind of slow up the viewers, because people get tired of waiting.
Or maybe that's why, you know.
Or some people only watch until they wait till the whole season come out and then they watch so they can binge it. So it's like the views are still going to be what they're going to be
Every week.
And I don't know if you remember me saying the show Fight Night that I watch. That's how they're doing it. One episode every week. I'm like, bro.
Let me say this. Degrassi was on to something. Season 10, The Boiling Point. A new episode every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. every night of the summer. Did they probably work them kids to death? Hell yeah. But that shit, like, that's, come on, what the fuck is going on here? I don't like this weekly type of, I know we used to do it, but I'm so used to not doing it. What the fuck do you mean wait?
Right.
What the fuck do you mean wait? And, you know, there's some shit I was waiting until next week and I never came back. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you that much. And I don't have the willpower to wait till it all aired and then go back and watch it.
Right. That's why it got to be a good show. Like, Fight Night is good enough for me. I'm like, okay, I'll be waiting for next Thursday.
Rap shit was like that, and they canceled it.
Rap shit was like that. They canceled it. Maybe if y'all would just put all that shit out so niggas could binge it.
I was watching rap shit, and then I was watching the companion podcast.
No, for real. Yeah, same. Insecure and Rap Shit is the only two shows that I watched, like, well, and Walking Dead. No, Walking Dead too.
I don't watch Scary.
But those are the only shows that I would, like, listen to the podcast attached to them. Because it was that good.
Even Pretty Little Liars lost me. I'll tell you that much. They pissed me off, taking forever. So, but Only Murders in the Building is good. It's not, like, scary. And it's, like, one murder a season, mostly. It's, like, trying to figure out who did it. And I like that. Like, if it was just every episode somebody did, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
And they address in the, like, every season, they're like, yeah, well, I guess, because it's about a podcast.
Right.
So they're, like, the only real-time podcast. So they'll put an episode out and be like, this is the guy. And then next week they'll be like, so.
So that wasn't the guy.
Sometimes when you're putting something out in real time, you got to put a retraction. Anyways, we're on to this guy now.
Facts.
And it's so good. And at the end of every season, they're like, well, that's been Only Murders in the Building. You know, nobody else is going to get, like, killed here.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. And then something
else.
crazy will happen. Like,
crazy. Yeah, like somebody else dying in the building.
and the characters are really good. And it's one of those shows, I was telling my boyfriend that, like, a lot of the shows are starting to feel like I've seen this before. Like, I've seen something like this before, or this is another take on the same thing. And I don't feel that way about Only Murders in the Building. And I, like I said about the Kevin show, very different from last week. It feels like a different show. Like, I watched all of Orange is the New Black, and people were like, well, then you would love Wentworth. No, I already watched the jail thing. I'm good.
Yeah, same. Oh, because I did try Wentworth, and I was like, no.
I'm not going through this again.
Sorry. Yeah, one and done with the jail. Well, it depends, because like I said, I watched that inmate to roommate show. Well, I think it's like maybe 2 or 3 seasons, but it's only one season on Hulu.
But that's like reality TV, right?
Yeah.
That's different than like...
And like Love After Lockup, that type of shit. 60 Days In. Like, I like those type of shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a different take, whereas like Orange is the New Black and Wentworth, it's like, ooh, we're in the women's prison.
Yeah. Like, they was able to do it so big and successfully that, you know, we don't really need another one of them.
Or like if I watch something like, I think The Office is pretty funny, and people will be like, well, if you like that, you'll love the British version. No, I won't. No, thank you. Like, no. And I think my last thing is, what did I give? Only Murders in the Building. And then this is on YouTube. You can watch it for free on YouTube. Sid and TP show. That shit is cracking me up. Have you seen it?
No.
Sydney and Teresa, they're both in the WNBA. And they're hysterical. Like, they're just really funny people. And so they pitched this idea to, like, become the face of the WNBA through just like antics and hijinks and this like, I think it's like Fubo or some shit. Somebody gave him a show.
Oh,
And they're actually really fucking funny.
what is it on?
YouTube. I've been watching it all on YouTube.
Is it
It's
a
free.
podcast?
No, it's a show.
Oh.
Like they go places and do shit.
Oh, okay.
And they're just like really funny. Like they went to go mentor some kids who were playing basketball. And they were like, you can ask us anything. Like we're here for you. And they're like, how many points do you average a season? And they're like, huh? We didn't hear her. Next question. It's like really good. They're really funny.
That's dope. I love the all the shine that the WNBA's getting now. Like I'm glad like more people are talking about it and they like getting out there. They're getting that publicity and you know all that good stuff. I feel like they still get left out of certain shit. You know, like when it comes to like their stats and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the news, the sports news. Shows don't really cover them as much as they do, like, you know.
Yeah. That's what they said.
NBA
They were
play.
like, do you know how hard it is to have a career for 10 years with no stats?
Right. So, and yeah. So, I think, I don't even know where I was going with that. Never mind.
God bless them.
Yeah.
You know, love them. I think they're hysterical. We still don't have a name for that. Don't even know if it's a permanent segment, but that's what we're watching.
Yeah.
Ooh. I wish we had this when you were listening to Doja Cat's album.
What we're watching. So we can kind of play on that.
3-dub. Something like that. I don't like when people call Buffalo Wild Wings B-dubs, so that bothers me.
Well, it don't have to be like that, but we could like figure something out.
WWW. I don't know. But anyways, that was good.
Yeah.
Now, on to honorable mention. Do you have any guesses? He's been honorable mention before.
Damn. It could be anybody.
We've had very few male honorable mentions.
Oh,
It's Plies.
okay.
So, I'm just going to play it. So, Plies said, I see people saying you shouldn't listen to celebrities about politics. So, if that's the case, why are you listening to Donald J. Trump? And then he goes on this rant. You know what? I'm not going to play it. That's over a minute. But long story short, Plies said that in response to guess who? Who's the arch nemesis of the show? We have one enemy.
We do?
Yeah, of the show.
Forgive me. I don't know.
Pharrell.
Oh.
That's our only nemesis.
Is it? Okay.
I mean, we piss a lot of people off, but
I was like,
he's our nemesis, though.
for real?
Pharrell.
Let's hear it.
So Pharrell takes to the internet and makes a comment about celebrities getting involved in politics. And Pharrell says that he might have been happier if celebrities had kept their mouths shut. In an interview published by after the September 10th debate, Pharrell said that he was annoyed by celebrity political endorsements. There are celebrities that I respect that have an opinion, but not all of them, he says. I'm one of those people who says, what the heck? Shut up. Nobody asked you. He adds that he doesn't really do politics. He did concede, though, that he'd never vote far right. He said, I'm going to vote how I'm going to vote. I care about my people and I care about my country, but I feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and I'm really about that action. I'm not an activist, but I believe in action.
Do you?
He added that to celebrities should not get involved in politics.
Do you believe in
Did
action?
you believe that when you called Mike Brown a bully? Thank you. So, in response to that, Plies put, if you think that celebrities shouldn't be involved in politics, why would anybody listen to Donald J. Trump? As in, they're already involved.
Exactly. That's
So what's the problem with us saying, don't vote for this motherfucker? Plies be on the money, and I like him, and I like his veneers.
yeah.
And good for him. You know?
Yeah.
So He's honorable mention. I hope he don't disappoint me.
Well, election day is November 5th.
Woo!
I know you did your early voting, right?
Man, they opened that motherfucker up. I was right there. Excuse me.
Yeah, early voting. I feel like that's dope. More people should like look into that. I didn't early vote, but I am going to vote on the 5th.
You can still early vote if you want.
Still?
Yeah, you can early vote until November 2nd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I did see that. Yeah. Y'all get out there and vote.
We can't even say vote or die.
Definitely can't say that. Because fuck that nigga.
It really sucks. Like, there's a lot falling apart now.
You know, that's why I said that the music industry is crumbling. Hollywood is like getting exposed here and there. I mean, like everywhere.
Now, like all the whole types of stuff, they're like, we tried to tell you Holly weird.
But no, for real.
They had a point.
I feel like that's all that is I feel like acceptable. Like y'all can dig into everybody or whatever, but y'all need to leave Beyonce alone because that's the one person who ain't did shit. She ain't bothered nobody all these years. You know, she just be doing her own thing. So, you know,
I can't go on the record for nobody.
You said for nobody? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the possibility is there. But
I don't even want to say that because it would hurt me to say that. But I also don't want to be a this you.
Hey, that's one. Hey, if I got to walk it back, I'll walk it back. But I can't see it. I don't see it.
I'm done walking it up for nobody. Every time I walk it up for somebody, they spit my damn eye. I'm over it. Listen.
Well, yeah. I feel like I got a good gauge of. Well, never mind. Anyway,
you see how it's risky.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
Sir Davis on sale now.
Yeah.
It's not at the Chili's bar. That girl on TikTok was going off. Stop coming into the Chili's asking for Sir Davis. She said they just got Don Julio.
I'm weak. Yeah, Sir Davis is not widely available, so you might have to just order you a bottle offline. I have not ordered my bottle yet. I've been contemplating, like, do I want to order this bottle? But I do, so I think I'm going to go ahead and order it.
How much is it?
$90.
Oh, hell no. I'm sorry. I'm going to get a triple dippers at the Chili's.
Yes, I love Chili's. They got like a $10.99 thing going on right now, too.
Is that the triple dipper?
No, it's not the triple dipper.
I like that.
But it's kind of this similar. I don't think it's a triple dipper. Anyway, Chili's not paying us, so.
Chili's isn't paying us, but has Chili's ever let us down?
Chili's has never let me down.
I am willing to go on the record for Chili's. I would like to recant what I said. Chili's, I'm stepping out there for you because Chili's, they didn't go up on the pricing. Yeah. They stayed humble. They closed a couple locations before they went up on the prices.
Wait, did they close?
They closed a lot of Chili's.
Oh, yeah. The one in MacArthur.
It's closed.
They was going to close it out anyway. That was going to end up closed anyway. That don't count.
The Chili's in Brockton, Mass. is now a Mexican restaurant. But before that, it was known as what used to be the Chili's. It was closed, but they still had that giant chili pepper, which they didn't have to change when they turned into a Mexican restaurant.
They just kept it.
By the Westgate Mall. That's what I'm saying. Oh, man, I'm tangenting us. But Kevin Can F Himself is set in Worcester, Mass. And I swear I didn't know that when I started the show. They started talking, I said, oh, hell. And then I was sitting in bed, and I told my boyfriend, she went into a Dunkin' Donuts. I said, that's Brockton. And he's like, what? I'm like, that's Brockton. That's the Dunkin' in Brockton. I know because the loft's right there, the art gallery across the street. And he's like, whatever. So I looked it up. They filmed some parts of it in Brockton.
Yeah.
They filmed a lot of shit in Brockton. A lot of that Detroit riot movie was filmed in Brockton. They filmed a lot of shit in Brockton. Long story short, the chili pepper is still out there by the Westgate Mall. It's just a Mexican restaurant now.
Yeah.
And I was upset when they did that because, you know, when stuff is like just a landmark, I don't like when people touch stuff. Like, I don't care that it wasn't a Chili's anymore. Why are you touching it? But you know what?
Certain shit gotta be repurposed.
They did it, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out Chili's.
Shout out to Chili's.
They're not paying us, but I just feel like, yeah, they never hiked the prices up. They closed place down.
I just tweeted the other day, I'll never be too good for Chili's.
Never.
Like, ever.
And all these other places was doing gimmicks. Applebee's was doing those $1 watered down ass drinks and all that. Chili's didn't say nothing. Chili's didn't start nobody.
Nope.
They just, you know.
They just did their thing.
Hey, y'all, we got a triple dipper if you're interested.
Yep.
Thank God for Chili's, man.
That's when you know you got some shit, you ain't got to you do all the gimmick.
I'm back with Chili's, and we only got one Chili's in Norfolk.
Yeah, we got one in Chesapeake.
But the Chili's in Norfolk is on the base.
Right. You still can go, though.
Yeah, you can still. I was going to add that it's across the street from the $5 movie theater.
Is that still open?
It sure is.
Oh.
Go to Chili's, get you a to-go. Put it in your purse. Go to the movies. For $5, you spend less than $30. You got you a triple dipper in a movie. You can't beat it.
Dinner in the movie.
You see what I'm saying?
For under $30.
You can't beat it. And Chili's ain't doing us wrong. The Chili's is good with me.
Yeah. I would say under 40 because of taxes, but
yeah, and if you get you a little cocktail or something.
Yeah. Well, Chili's, we're gonna have to tag y'all, and you know, y'all can hit us in a DM or whatever.
I like that song "Welcome to Chili's" too. So
I don't know that song.
it's Young Gravy and Baby No Money, so it's not a very serious song.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. Well, next we have. Well, you would think Chili's was the honorable mention.
Ah, yeah.
But it really was Plies. But anyway, next we have Hotel for the Week. And I still don't know what is the thing for Hotel? We don't even have one, do we?
The person who showed their ass or the asshole of the week.
Oh, yeah. I didn't. But is that the official saying?
I don't think we usually just say honorable mention to someone who's been on his shit this week, and then Hotel of the Week. We usually speak to how we feel about the person.
Yeah, we don't really it's somebody who pisses off or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just tripping. Sorry. I think it's the coffee.
I could get me a triple dipper right now, but I'm going to stay focused.
Well, this week's Hotep is Polo G.
That's disappointing. I don't know what happened, but Polo G's family, I would argue, is the most attractive family in America. But go ahead.
They also are the most batshit.
Yeah, the mama
Crazy.
shooting the sister and stuff. I hate, beautiful people are going through some shit.
Yeah. I hope it play. Hold on.
And I like this.
I ain't saying I'm the toughest nigga, no none of that. Y'all see how I be coming Tholo. I worry about shit. I worry about a thing. Hop out. 500,000 in jewelry, only 2 pieces.
What an idiot.
Putting gas in a Bentley. For them grade. Who else doing the shit I do?
What in the world? What did we just say? Polo G don't listen.
Like,
I'm not saying I'm the toughest nigga, but here I am by myself, $500,000 worth of jewelry, pumping gas in a Bentley. What the fuck, Polo G?
and then he put, I meant 700K, and I forgot my earrings. Like counting, like he basically, because in the video he said 500K, but when he posted the caption said I meant 700K. And I just made this nigga Hotep of the week because why the fuck are you doing all of that?
You're begging for it.
Like,
you're dying for it.
Yes, the niggas who doing the killing is dumb. Like it's senseless on their end, but it's also senseless on your end as well. Because why are you testing God? What is the reason? Like, you daring niggas to come get you. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. For what, bro? I literally do not get it. I understand, like, you know, you might have all that on and you feel confident or you feel like, you know, like, I'm so rich.
And maybe he phrased it wrong, like, I'm so glad I ain't got no problems with nobody or whatever. Because I think that's what he was really feeling.
Yes.
You know, like, thank God I could go and pump my gas and I ain't starting with nobody and nobody's starting with me. My mama may be shooting my sister, but as for me...
Yes. And I feel like that is the perfect way. He could have just said that. Thank God I ain't got no problems with nobody.
I don't bother nobody and nobody bothers me.
Why the fuck are you flexing? Oh, I got 700K on me.
I bet you his ass ain't post that while he was at the gas station.
Niggas literally just crashed out for 100K. Over.
They got P&B Rock like that, God rest his soul. And P&B Rock wasn't flexing or nothing.
And if niggas do get you after that point, God forbid, but if they do, it's on you, bro. Cause you dared them, and you know his niggas is out here like shit. You on their radar now.
I'm
like, even
almost certain he posted. That's some shit he recorded on the iPhone camera.
Mm-hmm.
Left the gas station, went home, got in the bed, rubbed his feet together, and then posted that shit. I promise you that.
This nigga Hotep of the week.
Hotep of the week. Hotep of the week.
That's just dumb. That's just dumb.
That's hell. The robber sitting there saying the shit on my sweatshirt. It wouldn't be wise to bet against the kid. They rubbing their hands together.
Yeah, they plotting now.
Fucking pitiful. Well, next we have lyrics and lessons, where we give a lyric and you get a lesson. It's like a 2-for-1. If we had one more thing, it'd be a triple dipper. But not yet.
It's a double dipper.
Double dipper. For you. For us, it's double the work.
Yeah.
Not only do you got to pick a lyric, but you got to come up with a lesson.
Yes, and sometimes it ain't easy.
Sometimes it's like, I just like this.
Right.
You know? Anyways, do you have any guesses? You want a hint?
Yes.
It's someone I've been trying to tell people, like, this girl's up next. Like, y'all not listening to me. Y'all don't hear me.
I don't know.
It's Doechii.
Doechii? Okay.
I love Doechii.
Doechii is on her shit right now.
And I just can't sing a little bit. I mean, that shit was a hit. You know exactly what it is. The choir gonna sing what it is. Top 100, what it is. Numero uno, what it is. Favorite song, what it is. Turn me on, what it is. Even the moms know what it is, but y'all niggas can't see what it is. And the lesson there is that sometimes people will see you headed towards success and try to talk you out of it. Like, if you know your passion, you need to have faith in your abilities. If you allow others to lead you into self-doubt, you could possibly not do the thing that's going to get you to exactly where you're trying to go. Fuck trying to go, destined to go. I know I keep saying it, but trust your damn gut when it comes to you doing what you do. Because the same people who told you not to do something or talk shit or said, I don't suggest that you do that, is going to be the same people that when you do well from doing exactly that, they ain't going to have shit to say. They might even tell people they knew you. And from, like, for folks who don't necessarily get the lyric, one of Doechii's bigger songs of the last year was What It Is. And Doechii is known for being able to rap her ass off.
Yep.
And that song she's singing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just can't sing a little bit. I mean, that shit was a hit. And the song's called What It Is.
She really can't sing and rap. Like.
Yeah. And dance her ass off. So, I just thought that was really good.
Yeah. I fuck with Doechii.
And that was on the Boom Bap record, which was like, I'm just trying to remind you, I can't actually rap my ass off.
Yeah.
But like I
But
couldn't
she-
sing for a little second. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Oh, yeah. She definitely do her shit. Her shit.
She's so fucking talented.
Can't sleep on her. Yeah.
I was watching the VMAs and I'm like, this shit's stupid. You know who they need to get up on this motherfucker? Doechii. And they was like, okay. And then Katy Perry had Doechii with her for her Lifetime Achievement Awards, which I listened to that song to see Doechii.
Which Katy Perry, I was just talking about how she's like that. She came in or got her hits and left. Like she just, you know what I'm saying?
She engaged to Orlando Bloom or some shit.
Like
I can't say I remember a time. She had to have been problematic at some point.
I think she did something problematic recently, but
I remember the Dark
Forget
Horse
what it
music
was.
video, which you got the Video Vanguard Award. They did not put that in the clips. Because remember, she was dressed as like a pharaoh. And they had hot Cheetos and shit.
nope, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They
that's
trying to
something.
erase it from y'all minds, like Robin Thicke's 2014 BET Awards performance.
Yeah.
But somebody has to keep this stuff alive, and it's me.
Yeah,
What it is.
what it is. Well, I have a lyric and a lesson.
Woo.
The lyric is, I feel like they want to see me learn the hard way, but you know I always handle that one my way. And that is Pop Style by Drake. And I feel like the lesson behind that is like sometimes people will try to humble you, but it's like, but you're supposed to like handle it with grace. You know what I'm saying? Well, you should handle it with grace because like in the long run, like you'll win. Like if you know, you don't really feed into the shit that people be trying to like humble you on, or like the ways they go about trying to humble you. Like, and I feel like it also kind of foreshadowed his beef with Kendrick, you know. Like I do feel like a lot of people try to humble him in this situation, you know, like, oh, that's why this happened or that happened, you know, regardless of, you know, what the facts, not really regardless of what the facts are, but like I feel like it was like really like a lot of public opinion when it came to like the Kendrick and Drake beef, and not a lot of facts on, you know, on both ends, but like
I like that song because it's like, girl, let me rock your body.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake, and then I hit the highway.
that's yeah, like that was when Drake was like, you know, fun and
Got so many chains, they call me Channing Tatum. They do.
that I woke up like thinking about that song the other day, and I was like, I went and listened to it, and I was like, I felt like that was a good, you know, line or bar, because, you know, people do try to humble you, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I just be feeling like I'm gonna show you, like,
Yeah. And I'm going to get on TikTok and be like, what are you trying to humble me?
yeah.
I was it Sean Kingston who I seen say that like Drake just has a bunch of women in the studio and he be like low key copying what they saying, and that's why women love the shit he be saying. I think about a lot of lines now, like when he's like, my side chick got a 5S with a screen crack, still hit me back right away. I'm like, I think there was really a girl.
Oh wait, I don't know. I mean, I feel like, yeah, he do probably hang with a lot of women and take, you know, but I don't feel like I feel like that's smart.
I don't think it's dumb. I'm just saying, I think especially views, I heard a lot of that. Well, that was a good message. I'm sick of people trying to humble people. And I feel like specifically everyone wants to humble black women.
Yeah,
But that might be its
but
own.
that's
You know what?
ingrained in
It is its own episode.
yeah.
It's this episode. I have Let Me Stay Focused. And and I want to know, have you heard about this shits and giggles James and Fuhad situation?
You know what? See, Yes, and that was gonna be my topic last week, but I ended up changing it when all that dumb shit happened. But yes,
I feel like as a podcast, we don't really talk about other podcasts except for like honorable mention.
yeah,
And this is one where like it's happening. We might need to talk about it. So for the folks who did not hear James and Fuhad's clip with Andrew Schultz, here it is. Oh, for context, Andrew Schultz is a white man.
She did blow some shit up. Yeah, she just. Wait, what is the black girlfriend effect? This is I don't know about this. Blow up the other culture. Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up. I like that. I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair. Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends, they grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of. That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro. You think? Protective. Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends? Yeah. Have you ever had white girls? Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite? We love them all. Yeah. Oh, really? We love them all. Yeah. That means white. Yo, who gets
I'm sick of the Brits, but that's not what this is about. I just want to put that out there. Because I tried to say I was sick of the fucking Brits. You know what? I'm going to leave that where that is. Because I tried to tell y'all about the Brits.
you did.
Anyways.
You did.
They sat up there on their podcast and laughed with that white man about black women, you know, playing into the trope of them being like aggressive, and just like a nuisance, and really all of the shit that men say when they're asked, why do you date white women? And instead of saying positive things about white women, they say negative things about black women. Obviously, people saw this clip and said, what the fuck was that? And I just feel like people don't see the black women in their audience until they fuck up. Like, they think because they're sitting there as two black men that their audience is black men. But who's buying this stuff? Do you think that other grown men are showing up, buying stuff, getting tickets to your live podcast? Exactly.
Right.
So then when the money drying up, you got all of your fans cussing you the fuck out. Then you want to be like, yee.
Yeah.
And my thing is, why do you think that they thought they were going to get away with this?
I don't know if they even thought about it. You know, I don't even think it occurred to them like this might blow up in our face or this might backfire. Because in that moment, they're like agreeing with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think at one point they thought like maybe this isn't a good idea, or maybe this can be taken. You know, I don't know. But and I just feel like why are you sitting there letting a white man joke about black women as if because these Brits are black, correct?
Yeah.
Well, at least one of them, right?
We would consider them black.
Yeah. So I don't think they did think.
So, like many folks, when you offend a bunch of black women and realize that they are the life force behind you being able to pay your bills, what do you think they did?
Tried to walk it back.
Tried to walk it back. And so I would like to play for y'all the walk back.
Into today's episode, quick PSA,
quick acknowledgement. So, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute. This past weekend, there's been a couple clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour. And there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to black women. And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Making a frankly racist joke. And we were laughing at it. And to give, there's first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse. There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like it is, fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in those situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I'll smack homeboy in the face, I'll say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Bro, move on is the fucking word, bro. All you want to do is fucking move on. Just move on to the next thing. Just move on to the next thing.
There's
and like we had to say a few times, bro, just move on. Just move on.
So many different topics. He was like, move on.
Yeah.
And it's not even like about pity laughs or anything, but we just wanted to
get out of that situation.
Literally get out of that situation, keep the ball rolling. And we thought it was going to be more of like a bros chat. It ended up being something
that's like really, really hurt people that look to us for support and look to us to feel protected. And protected is the main thing that I wanted to discuss, is that it is our duty to protect you guys.
Facts.
And it is definitely not cool to be in that situation. And again, not be the ones to stand up and kick the cameras down. And we fucked it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're prepared for. You don't know how to prepare for something
you don't know
what's going to happen. And once it's happened one time, you're like, fuck, all right.
You learn from your mistakes, and that's literally you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, we fucked it, and we're sorry.
What were they apologizing for? In that
we don't know because they didn't really say.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, that's what he said. If you know, you know. That's why when
a group of people who we should have protected, not black women. You didn't say black women, and it was almost like we're sorry that he said a racist joke in our presence. But we have fight or flight. And I want to say this before we even really get into these people. We've had guests on this podcast who have said things that we do not agree with. We have also made the decision to say either we are the media people responsible for pivoting that, or saying in a way that's not kick the cameras down, hey, I don't necessarily agree with you.
Yeah.
Or like making our stance clear.
Yeah.
In the case that like someone would not want to let something go. Right?
Yeah.
They did none of that. They threw their head back and laughed.
And continued with the joke.
An uncomfortable laugh is completely different than like, we can see your fucking molars.
Especially when he said, which one do you prefer? That was your time right there.
It sure was.
Because it wasn't like you was interjecting or anything. That was just your time to be like, well, quite frankly, I don't think that this is okay. You know, you could have said anything. You could have. It didn't have to be okay. The cameras down.
That was that was the only time they sounded uncomfortable, because they were going to have to be put on the record saying that they have a preference for white women.
That shit is just dumb, bro. Because you didn't even have to answer the question as far as like having your preference. You could have just said like you know, like I said, this ain't okay and you're being racist or something. But like for you to just laugh the shit off is insane. This is not fucking corporate America. You're not in an office. You know what I'm saying? Like I do feel like that response would kind of make sense if you were in that situation. Like, oh, I didn't know, fight or flight. Like, this is my job, livelihood. Which, I mean, I guess podcasting is, but no, like, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no HR. There's none of that. So you could have really freely said what you had to say. Like, you just don't give a fuck about black women. And that's the end of it.
And let's be honest, Andrew Schultz is like a known racist, right? Or like a known vulture.
Yeah,
whatever.
I can't stand that nigga. Like,
when you make a choice during your U.S. tour to go on a podcast, Andrew's podcast is bigger than theirs. You're going on that podcast to see if some of that audience would then become your audience.
Right.
You wanted the fans of this racist white man who still like totes this line of proximity to blackness.
And I don't know how or why.
And you didn't expect for him to say something like that? What did you think was going to happen?
Like,
I just don't. It's disappointing.
even going on his podcast is just dumb. Like, but I like we kind of stated before on this podcast, like, when it comes to Black Americans, people from other countries don't understand. Well, not to say they don't understand the racism, but like, it's like they try to act like it's not a thing until they're in that position. And then it's like now you're in a situation where you got to try to walk shit back because
you had no idea that this population you thought so poorly of doesn't fucking play.
Yeah.
Because the reason, the first time I seen James and Fuhad was like a week before this when they went on Poor Minds, and I believe this is the clip they said this shit.
Yeah. No bad bitches in Atlanta.
Thank God we ain't from here. I'm a Texas girl. You ain't offending me none. You see, they ain't say you see.
We'll still go a couple days. Maybe we'll find out. But yeah. I see like 2 or 3.
Hey, but what is y'all's type though?
Bad is the type. Facts.
So what makes a girl bad?
It varies though. It matters how you own it. It can be a skinny girl who wears the fuck out of being a skinny girl. And then you got a thick thing who just owns the shit out of being a thick thing. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad.
That's a PR answer.
A PR answer.
They're all beautiful. If you have,
I'm not saying everyone's beautiful. I just told you Atlanta's clap. I never said everyone's beautiful. I just said I'm not seeing anybody's here.
You know what's funny about Atlanta though? Atlanta has a lot of transplants. So a lot of the people that live here, like, you rarely run into people when you're out and stuff that are from Atlanta. Like the real Atlanta people, they be in the trenches, like off of Cascade. We about to get jumped next time we go out.
What do we know about Atlanta? What do we know about Atlanta?
That's where the players play?
That as well. What do we know about the people in Atlanta?
They don't play?
They're black.
Oh.
Atlanta is the first place I went where I was like, damn, I ain't seen a white person in a minute. And not that I was looking for them, but for them to say that there's no baddies in Atlanta, when Atlanta's like home of the bad bitches. Toya live in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, she's from Louisiana, but you know what I mean? Like, come on. You didn't see any white women. Let's be for fucking real. So you do that last week. This week you get on the fucking podcast with Andrew Schultz. He makes fun of black women. You don't think nothing of it. And then you have this sorry ass apology, which is very specific to the Andrew Schultz thing and not your pattern of behavior. You didn't even have enough time to learn anything for you to be apologizing.
Right. What are you apologizing for? Like you said, you don't even know. You just trying to save face because you got all this backlash.
So And then we have Andrew Schultz's response. Like, to them.
Yeah, you got the clip?
Yes, I do. And I just Jesus Christ. So
What you have done, and this is hopefully the learning moment, is that you have empowered those people that are trying to cancel you. Remember, the people trying to cancel you get off on you being canceled. You having to come out and apologize and bend to their whim and change the disposition of who you are. And it is a change, right? Because you had the ability to edit it out. You chose not to edit it out. Didn't mean anything to that. You only want to edit it, or you only want to talk about it now because of the negative reaction. If nobody reacted to it, you wouldn't go back and be like, we feel horrible and we have to protect our community and all this other bullshit you're saying. The learning lesson here is you do not apologize.
This nigga is fucking trash.
So now we have Andrew Schultz thinking that he can accept or deny an apology on behalf of black women.
Right. He don't even think it's worth, black women are worth an apology, basically.
But he tries to sort of save it with this.
Excuse me, I just want to take in the beginning of it. There's no excuse for jokes. There is never an excuse for making jokes.
Can we try?
I'm not going to ever make an excuse for being a comedian. There's never an excuse for making jokes.
Yeah.
Okay? That is a real statement said by a man. I just want that to be clear. There is never an excuse for making jokes with the boys. Go on. Let's take it serious. Look at how sad he is over on the left.
Like, it is, yeah. Fight is a real thing. And
He is. Do you see how? We should go back. We should go back because he's going through it right now. Look how he practiced this. I'm gonna pick my skin on my finger.
guys.
No. I need you to watch him. Look, he bite his bottom lip. Like, oh fuck, man.
There is no excuse.
Ooh.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like, it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in the situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I'll smack homeboy in the face, I'll say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah, move on is the fuck.
I've been there. I know what that's like. When you're just having fun and laughing with the boys, and you're like, I just can't wait to move on from this. Don't you know that feeling when you experience the fight or flight and then you just laugh? Does that happen to you guys when your body is just being torn with the primal urge to either fight or flight, and instead you just go, Do you guys ever have that feeling?
I feel like you're making an excuse for jokes.
I would never.
That sounds like what you're doing.
Hey, I would never excuse taking.
So not only have you made fun of and alienated the black woman in your audience and as a whole, you have put yourself in a position where a white man is laughing at you.
After you came on his show.
And he then put you on blast for y'all selected shit that y'all didn't want included in the episode. The joke about the black woman was not one of the things you selected. So you're apologizing. He reveals that you're full of shit. He's not sorry. Y'all are not responded to that part. Because where is the promise to moving forward, we're going to protect you? Whereas that's not your fucking apology to accept. Even though I don't accept it either. I think it's full of shit. But
Yeah.
what the fuck? What is like so hard for people about just like keep black women out of your fucking mouth?
Right. Like, you hate that so bad. Like, why the fuck are you worried about us? It's given, like, I don't know, mental illness.
James and Fuhad, you should be ashamed. Yeah. The long story short is you didn't walk it back because you didn't disagree with it. You thought it was funny. Your pockets are hurting. They sent you back to Britain.
Getting dragged on TikTok and Twitter.
After having your anti-blackness put on fucking Front Street. You came to the U.S. to show how truly anti-black you are. You went on Poor Mind, showed your ass. You went on Andrew Schultz. We all hate black women.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck was you came over, yeah, you really did come over here to do We Hate Black Women and don't go back home. Like, what was the reason?
What was the reason?
Like, I don't get it.
And as podcasters, there's a way to handle these sort of disagreements if you really had a disagreement, which you didn't.
Right, exactly.
And you didn't.
And you could tell it wasn't no real disagreement because, like you said, we done had people up here that we disagree with. And, like, there's a level of, like, I don't want to say tension, but, like, you know, there's a level you can see there's an effort to, like, not, like, trying to go too far or, like, trying to make sure you kind of saying things respectfully, but, like...
Right, but it has to be known that I don't agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe they'll learn. I mean, we don't have journalism degrees, but, you know, I feel like we do pretty good in you know, keeping shit... Well, I don't want to say politically correct, but... You know, just not being weird.
Making what we believe in clear.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, that was fucked up, them, though. The whole shit, I can't stand Andrew Schultz. Like, I literally would love to see him get punched in the face repeatedly.
Is this impacting our ability to get on Black Effect?
Yeah. No, I don't think it would. I think maybe I don't think it would affect us. I mean, Charlamagne's pretty vocal about his opinions of people. I don't see why he would.
Jess and Mandy was arguing. And
yeah, I don't see why,
whatever.
you know, why he would, like, hold that against other people who are strong in their opinions. Especially when I don't know. Anyway.
We black women, so.
They done gave me a headache.
I rest my case. I wish my case wasn't so hard to get off my phone. I used to be able to just take the case off and put it down and go, I rest my case.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it's time for a new case for me. For real.
I rest my case. Watch us on YouTube.
Next, we have advice from Umar. We take a no context quote and turn it into valuable life advice.
Woo!
I'm going to play it on my phone because I don't have the advice. So we're going to come up with it on the spot.
Woo! Because we're good at being on the spot.
I can't think of that fifth one. Or it's somebody big, and they're on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of.
It's the coon list.
I can't think of. We got a big coon out there. A real big influential coon out there, colorblind. Who is it? I'm gonna have to meditate on that one.
What I'm getting from that is what's done in the dark will come to light.
It will.
And you might not be able to spot, you know, like the fuck shit initially, but eventually people show themselves.
And your aura precedes you.
I don't know if that's advice, but
If you're cooning, and we may not be able to name you by name, but we can feel it.
yeah.
The coon detector's out.
Yep. We gonna detect your ass.
We're gonna. Coonery.
Mm-hmm. James and Fuhad.
British fucks.
That's it for me.
I like some British people. Corinne Bailey Ray. Amy Winehouse. They're British.
Oh, yeah.
And I like them.
I can't name any off the bat.
Adele. You like Adele?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What about Cynthia Erivo? Is she British? I don't know. She's a actress, singer.
What's she in?
She played in I think, didn't she play Harriet Tubman?
The movie where Harriet Tubman did the backflip? I didn't go see that.
I don't remember. Never mind. Let me retract that.
It's not about, I was a big Rizzle Kicks fan. I like Ed Sheeran, Leo Stay Trill, British rapper. Mm-hmm. Central C, I'm not saying I like you. I'm just saying you're British. Remember that time we were supposed to have like a relaxing wine day and you picked a movie and it was the Amy documentary?
Well,
and we were like, that was
it was
depressing.
Yeah, it was good though.
It was good as hell. We miss you, Amy.
Yeah.
Oof. Sam Smith is British.
I'm weak.
I'm trying to make it seem like I don't want to restart the Revolutionary War. I
have a hard time with knowing like
LMA. Oh, LMA.
LMA is okay. Never mind. I'm not even about to make myself look dumb.
What?
Nope.
Is she British?
Nope.
She's British.
No, I know. I was gonna say something else, but
Ooh, I had one more. 21 Savage Mama.
oh yes, 21 Savage.
Well, he's not British.
Is he? He's born there, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's not like British.
Well, he's British though, technically.
He's one of the baddies in Atlanta.
Technically.
Whatever. We're hanging up on y'all. This is another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass British bitch during the break. If you're going to be a British bitch, the least you can do is just be regular. Right?
Yep.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Peace.
Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.